How many birds did you have last year?
Three birds.
So total 12 birds.
12 birds amongst us. Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
We got our work cut out for us. Last year's gonna be tough to beat. Every bird we went after played the game, damn near. But population's good. We've been seeing a lot of birds this spring, and there is a lot of birds on the shit list, so I'm excited. I'm excited to give it a run. Even if we don't beat it, if we give it a good effort, we're gonna get close. No doubt in my mind.
Time to beat!
It's Friday morning, 6th season in Wisconsin. We're kicking off the 6th annual beatdown this weekend. I'm out with Aaron right now. Mike and Dylan are only about a mile from us, maybe a mile and a half. Mark's joining the party later today. We've got an extended weekend with Memorial Day. We're ready to kill some birds. Piss on, time to move on. Can't get too attached to a bird during the beatdown.
Just pulling out of the first spot here. Brennan, sounds like they had a pretty slow start to the morning. They had some birds going here, but they wouldn't cross the creek. But they got on some birds just down the road here, and they're gonna go make a play. So we're probably gonna do a lap, and then we'll hook up with them here in a little bit.
We're just driving down the road past this field we had a Tom and I don't know, it's either two Toms or a Tom and a Jake. They're literally probably 150 yards from us over this rise. We're gonna scoot down this field edge and pop out with the Dominator. Try to get to this pine tree. Just stay right behind me. Alright, he's coming. He's coming right down my gun. He's gonna bust us, so I'm gonna shoot him as soon as he sticks his head up. Let me know when you got him. He's at about 25 yards. See his fan? You do?
Kind of a bust off the roost this morning. Aaron and I ran to the gas station quick, got a sandwich to eat, and we were driving around a little bit, and this bird actually crossed the highway right in front of us with a Jake, and there was a hen also. So we snuck down the edge of this field, and right over the rise from us, probably only like 60 yards, we could see him. So I came over the top with a Dominator. We didn't have any cover at all. Aaron was 5 yards behind me with the camera and the tripod in a wide open cut bean field. Good start to the beatdown, bird number one. Let's keep rolling.
You just want to meet at your dad's, you can dump this one in the cooler and then hop in with you?
Yeah, sure.
23.
We got a bird spotted on this public here. Just gonna assess the situation here quick and try and make a move.
Big sandwich stop. Pretty slow start. Nothing really wanting to play the game. We had one cooperate just after 6 o'clock this morning. I shot the one, but since then we've had a few failed attempts where the birds just don't want to play the game. It's almost like they're timid. Pretty lame. We'll get them though. Let's get a sandwich. We're gonna make some round.
Birds are trying to
property. We got a strutter all the way at the back end. Me and Aaron it's a huge field, 120 acre field. We're gonna crawl out there and see if we can get him to come in. He came hot. I think he would have came right up to me, but I was gonna get in trouble. Like if he would have scattered, I would have been screwed. Number 2 for the day. It's been slow the last few hours, but we've had opportunities. We're seeing birds, they're just not cooperating. And finally we found a bird out in the big alfalfa field. Actually, he was all the way at the end of it. He came probably 250 yards and he came in mad. I shot him at 5 yards maybe. Bird number 2 for the day, bird number 2 for the beatdown. Awesome hunt out in the wide open.
Oh, hi, Mark. Ready to beat?
Go to the loop. Found another public land bird. We don't know if it's a Tom or a Jake, but we know it's got a red head. I think it's a Tom. Mike's gonna try to kill him.
Well, what's the plan?
Tomorrow's a new day. Today we ran about a 15-hour shift and the birds won a lot. We got 2 down, but we had chances. A lot of the birds were just not acting right today. We got warm weather coming tomorrow. Shit's gonna change.
Mark, how many tags you got?
2. I got 2 as of now.
Oh, you do?
I scooped another one. I don't want a flock to come in and not have enough tags.
We got a Tom goblin up here to the northeast of us, probably 250 to 300 yards up in this block of woods. It is really foggy, and it's getting foggier. Our visibility is about 70 yards maybe. Not really sure if these birds are gonna fly down in this fog or not, but we're gonna try. There's one back in the woods. There's one on the way. There's 2. That one back. To the left of that post right now. They're coming. They're coming. No way. Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? On the left, Dylan.
How many?
3, baby.
Told you this place was good for you.
Nice work, boys. Boom, boom.
Does that not make up for you safe though?
Somebody tell me what happened.
We're still trying to decipher that.
It just escalated quickly here. We were sitting down here by these big pine trees. We had a couple birds gobbling up in this timber, and then once they hit the ground, the goblin slowed way down. But we could tell they were working up towards this field. It's so damn foggy this morning, can't see 75 yards. We snuck up here with the decoy and we got no cover at all. And we could finally see them, and there was 3 strutters and a bunch of other birds, I don't know, I'm assuming hens. And finally we just got close enough that they couldn't take it. All 3 of them came. I don't know what the film looks like. Dylan we kind of threw them out to the wolves there. but they came into 15 yards and they kind of stuck their heads up. They knew something was up, but that was awesome.
Hey, I think we just doubled last year. Have you ever tripled?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever tripled in general anyway.
That was awesome.
Walked a few hundred yards down this logging road from where we originally set up this morning, and we heard some birds gobbling way off to the west, so we decided to just head this direction and maybe we get something fired up. But I think we're gonna just turn around and slowly start heading back to the vehicle. But pretty quiet morning so far. He's gonna come closer.
I cannot believe that worked.
And we sat, that's where we were sitting.
Running 3 deep behind the spinning straw.
I really believe in walking and calling, because I think that, that Tom wants to sit there and wants that hen to come to him, but if the hen is starting to leave or if the hen is getting closer, sometimes, and then all of a sudden we stop.
Dad said he had to redeem Mark for missing last night. All he ever does is talk about how great of a shot Mark Becker is.
I think I might have put the whammy on him.
What are you doing, B? Checking in my bird.
And then
And then, probably buy another one of them tags. Got one left, but can't ever be too sure.
Got birds out here. One strutter, maybe two Thompson.
He come over that hill and seen me, and he boogered, and he was the only one that separated from the group. The other three just stayed there, and I just swung over and dumped him at like 20.
Lighten them up. First bird of the year. That boy.
I thought I put the whammy on you. They said you missed last night. I said,
I was
"Oh my
not a
God."
happy beatdown.
We heard your shot in the distance. Mark's like, I gotta get shooting to something.
I just hope he's bigger than Brennan's.
Oh yeah.
25,
24.
24,
Don't be stretching it.
24, probably 3.
We'll give you 3.
There's a bird strutter right here. Roll down to this corner. Spin around, come back, that rock pile right there. I'll drop you guys off with that rock pile. Go right in.
Dome. I think we just get to that rock. You on him, D? Good? Dumped. That's how you beat. This will be the 9th bird of the beat. We're driving down the road, property we can hunt, and we had a lone tom out here. And he was just in a perfect, beautiful spot. We had this rock pile that I'm sitting on in between us and him. We popped over on some rocks with the Dominator. We turned him from probably 150 out, and he came to 30, 40, and we just piled him up. Beautiful bird, he's blonde. He's got ivory tips for his spurs. Unique bird, pretty bird.
We're just rolling down the road and we spotted a couple toms. There's at least 2 all the way in the back of this field. They just happen to be like our top hit listers. We've been waiting for them to make an appearance. Mike's up to bat. I'm going with him. We need firepower with these birds. They got something coming.
In front of it?
Yeah.
Got you a nice tom. Number 10 on the day. We were just on the weekend, yeah. We were just doing our first laps of the afternoon and spotted a bird on a property that we've been getting our butts kicked on all spring, and they were just in a perfect spot. Got to this back field and slipped around the corner of the dome, and luckily they kind of stepped into our field right as we got in position, and it couldn't have worked out any better.
Day 2's in the books. The beat down. We had a good day today. We knocked down 8 birds, coming off a slow opener for us. We're sitting at 10 going into tomorrow Sunday. Hopefully tomorrow we can beat the record. We're really shooting for, last year we hit 12, which is a personal best. We're shooting for that 13 mark. If we can get there, we'll probably hang her up and call it a win. So we'll see you in the morning.
We just got stopped in a spot here. We're a little behind schedule. Snooze button. It's on light this morning. But we split up. Mark and Robert went to one spot. Me, Aaron, and Mike are at another spot. The spot's been kind of giving us fits. We're gonna hike down the east side of this woodlot, and there's typically 2 or 3 birds roosted up in here. We're gonna see if we can get on them this morning. We moved in on this second setup. We got a tom down in the creek bottom here. Unfortunately, he's got a hen with him, but it's not undoable. I think we can get this done. He's really close. I maybe should have let him come a little closer. He's got a beautiful fan. It took 2 shots to get him, but who's counting? He's a beautiful bird, a 2-year-old. Not much for spurs, but I generally don't shoot birds that have very good spurs. He's got a nice beard and he's a heavy bird, so I'm real happy with him.
We got birds in a field. Well, we heard some birds gobbling way to the north of where we originally were this morning. And I said that I think they're on a field we can hunt. But they're so far away, it was hard to tell. So we just did a loop around, and they're actually right out in the middle of the field right now. Perfect spot, super early, still, but we're gonna sneak out here with the dome and hopefully we can make quick work.
Broke the ice early this morning. Mike and his dad got permission to hunt this field right here. So we hauled Bud up here, and when we drove past the field, the birds were already in it. They had to have pitched straight into the field, I mean, because it was early. There were 4 or 5 jakes out, and then there was a tom hanging with 3 hens along this edge. And it took him a little while to want to play, but eventually he broke away from the hens and came right to me. But it's early. We're gonna keep after him here.
Might going that way. We just got eyes on, for sure, 1 tom. Same field I actually shot bird in yesterday afternoon. So I know there's for sure 2 more toms on this property. So we're gonna sneak back in here, probably do kind of the same setup as we did yesterday and hope they work our way again. I might have. Yeah. I could have waited, but he gave me such a good shot the first one. This is an official wrap on the beat down here. 2019, we slipped into this property. I actually shot a tom out of here about 100 yards from here yesterday. We caught 1 strutter out in the field here with some hens. Thought there might have been 1 or 2 more actually, but we snuck in here, crawled around the corner here with the dome, and this first tom seen it, sucked him and the other one right in, dumped him, and then it just so happened the other one was running through a gap to go into the woods, and I had an open shot on him and shot him on the run and rolled him right in the field. So that's the end of our 2019 beatdown. We got 14 birds in 2 days and I think 2 hours, 3 hours, so unbelievable.
That's a wrap on the 2019 beatdown. I'd like to say thanks to all the landowners that let us run around and chase birds on their land in the spring, and thanks to the state of Wisconsin for the public ground that we're able to hunt. And I don't even think we're going to attempt to top this year. This has just been the most incredible 2.5 days hunting that we've ever experienced. So thanks for watching. We had a hell of a time. Yippee! You want sandwiches?
We're overthinking everything. We've had a couple birds today bust because of the dominator, but really it's just they weren't in the right state of mind. No different than you sitting there in sweatpants right now and Mark's raring to go to the bar. If someone came walking across this yard right now and said, hey, let's go to the bar, Mark, we'll go to the bar, you'd go sit in your chair in your sweatpants or you'd go hide in the room, just like some of those birds did today. Tomorrow you might want to go to the bar though. So we can't change our tactics. We just got to keep doing what we know how to do, and if it's meant to be, it'll be.
Got me some nice times here.
Got one. 2 for 2. We just doubled.
Right behind you. Got him.
Yeah.
Rubber ducky, you got a copy?
What are you looking at a sandwich like that for?
What's the story on yours?
Well, there was a lot of luck involved and some great shooting.
Yep.